chat about the wild and wonderful world of skip counting or multiplication. I still have PTSD from learning my times tables the regular old school way. So when we had kids and decided to homeschool, I knew we needed something a little bit more colorful and fun. Which brings us to Waldorf-inspired learning, Waldorf-inspired math. So I have another video on using these little story time figures for math. This is Mr. Multiply, obviously made by my children. And the whole idea behind telling stories is getting kids really into what you're teaching them, getting them also creatively and emotionally invested in different concepts. So looking at having some stories when you're teaching, what is the character of Multiply like? Mr. Multiply is fast. He loves to collect piles of things. He counts his piles. So we already came into skip counting with a certain rapid fire excitement and energy, which my two boys loved. You can tailor this to your child, of course, but getting that creative investment. One of the things I picked up on when teaching numbers to children, the Waldorf way from a bunch of the books that I've read, is that you want to have the children understand the quality of the number. And I was like, what do you mean the quality of the number? So 3, for example, or looking at our 3 times tables, 3 is a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. So we would draw triangles in the sky, maybe walk a line of triangles. Some activities that we had fun with is passing like a beanbag toss or a throwing of a ball, or what's that thing where you skip? 1, 2, 3, hopscotch. So just different ways where you're moving your body to the rhythm or the quality of whatever number it is you're working with. We're just gonna say 3 because that's easier. Another thing that we did for the 3 times tables was find some music where we could clap out a beat that worked. So in 3/4 timing, 1, 2, 3, da, 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 da. Easy to do also with your 2 times tables or your 4 times tables. So just finding different ways that, like I said, going back to 3 or 2 or 4 is expressed through our body, in games, in music. So a more practical thing, this is off Etsy, but I thought it was so pretty. Like I said, if you just put skip counting Waldorf into Etsy, you'll get a bunch of different things you can pay to download. But this is a beautiful little flower example, so we have it up like art. And skip counting, Waldorf skip counting wheel. Give this a Pinterest or a Google. So this is what it looks like. It is a circle that goes 0 all the way to 9. And you can read how to do this, but it's mixing geometry with skip counting. So this is drawing it. That's the shape the 3s make. This is the shape the 4 times tables make. Get this. Like if I learned this as a little girl, I would have been so excited that skip counting is also shapes, is also music. 5 times tables. And oh no, that wasn't 5. 2 times tables. Mommy needs help. This is the 5 times tables. But my one son absolutely loved looking at the different geometric shapes that were made when you count 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, da, 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 da. The other thing we did, especially if you have a more hands-on learner, we got a round piece of wood and we put 9 nails plus a 0 nail on the wood, and then had a little string, and we would do the same thing that we were doing with the pencil, coloring it in with the string. So we made these shapes in our book, 2D and then 3D on this skip counting wheel. So that was fun. Last thing was singing our times tables. So I'll just sing you this one. There's a woman on YouTube who's put, you know, if you put in Waldorf skip counting songs, she has a different little like row, row, row your boat, Mary had a little lamb, whatever, for each times table. But I'll show you how we did the 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. So there you go. That was just some rapid fire ideas. Hopefully that can give you a little bit of inspiration. But when in doubt, tie it to something beautiful, tie it to a story, tie it to passing the beanbag and having a game and some fun. Math should not be flat, and that's what I love. Music is math in movement. Geometry is part of the math of skip counting. It's all connected, baby. So I wish you luck with your homeschooling. Wish me luck with mine. Good luck with the times tables.